Welcome back. We have Courtney Miller with us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And your business is called New Fitness?
New Fitness.
That's pretty simple.
It is, yeah.
Was that your idea?
It was. The name says it all.
Okay.
I really wanted to keep it fresh, and I really wanted people to know when they heard it that, you know, it's the future of exercise. It's constantly, we're going to constantly be bringing new classes in, keeping it fun.
Well, what's the downside of exercising? I mean, people think of exercising. You don't want to. I know the downsides of exercise. You don't want to do it because it hurts.
Right.
To some point, and you make it fun.
We try to make it fun. You know, honestly, I don't like to exercise, and so I wanted to build something and create something that would make it fun to exercise, that somebody would look forward to going to class. You know, so we brought Zumba in, and to make Zumba even different, we turn the lights off, and we turn disco lights on, and we turn lasers on, and we make it more of a discotheque. So then the ladies don't feel like they're in this brightly lit room and everyone's looking at them. When the lights are low, you can focus on just having fun. And
I might mention that from my standpoint, I tend to maybe even work a little harder when the lights are off. I don't know why, because I'm not so self-conscious about, you know, I mean, I'm really trying. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay.
You know, it is, and I have some classes where I keep the lights on, and the other day I said, well, let's just try it with the lights off, and everyone was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, they just like it with the lights off. You just don't, it makes it fun,
Well, what kind of what kind of exercise did you do before this? I mean, what was your routine before this?
I got my start being a kickboxing instructor. When I moved to Berryville, I live in Berryville, Arkansas, there was no exercise classes. And so I decided, well, if there's none here, then I'll bring some. And I actually started doing kickboxing. I'm not one that can go and run and keep myself motivated. I need to be with a group. I need to have that energy. And so that's why I started with kickboxing class. And then from the kickboxing class, it just grew from there.
Now, you started out actually in Berryville and then expanded your business over into Harrison. There was a need, or had people approached you about that? Or how
I actually had people driving from Harrison to come to New Fitness of Berryville because we did some boot camps over there. And they were just begging me to come over. Said there was a huge need for that. You know, there's gyms over here, but not a lot of group fitness classes. And you know, I really think that group fitness is the future of exercise. You know, I think being in that environment is just a lot more fun. You're more accountable to the people that you're around, and you know, you just look.
And there's something you gain from the camaraderie of having a whole group together, I think, too.
It is, because if you're not in class, there's going to be someone the next time that you're there that is going to be like, now why weren't you here? You know, so the accountability, it's everything. It really
and
is.
You're a personal instructor. Tell us about that as far as how you gained that title.
Personal trainer?
Personal,
yeah. I actually went through a certification course to become a certified trainer with AFTA.
Okay.
And then I also have a certification in my nutritional coaching, and that's through Nesta. And then I also am licensed to teach Zumba and certified to teach Piloxing. So I have gone through a little bit, a few classes in my time.
And the Piloxing is a combination of Pilates and kickboxing.
It's a combination of Pilates and kickboxing, and you know, the interesting thing about it is when you think of boxing and you think of Pilates, you don't put it together, because Pilates is something that's based off of ballet. And so the neat thing about it is, you know, 1 minute you're doing boxing and you've got your heart rate up, and then when you just think you can't take it anymore, then they're more down, we're more settled. We're doing some core exercises. We're working on strengthening your legs and your arms, and you know, you get that chance to catch your breath, let your heart rate come down, but you also are working on your body as well. So it's a really, really good workout, and it's fun as well.
What about those people that do just weight training? How do you track those people, or how would it benefit those people too?
Well, actually, we have a couple of classes that does weight training. We have Power Pump, and Power Pump is a choreographed weight training class. So it's set to music, but it's not dancey like Zumba. You don't have to be coordinated, but it just makes the hour go by fast when you've got fun music that you get to work out with weights. So you're listening to the music and you're working out with the weights. And then the other one we have is Skinny Jeans, which is just basically, it's just group fitness training. And that's done with weights, body balls, steps, and it's just straight exercise.
Now, where do you get your ideas for these different exercise routines?
Honestly, just from talking to my clients and my students and finding out where the need is for.
Yeah.
I also try to go to as many seminars as I can to try to keep up with what's the newest thing, you know, what can we benefit from this area, you know, from me bringing, you know, Piloxine or something like that.
Well, and then you have the Kicking Butts and Guts, which is killer.
The what?
Kicking butts and guts.
Kicking, yeah.
Kicking butts and guts.
Yep.
Do you actually go in there and kick butts and guts, or do you try to? That's the part you work on, trying to lose weight in.
Well, how the guts started is, you know, our main area as women is our butts and our guts. You know, so we really wanted to do something that.
That's the first to come and the last to go.
It is. You know, it really is. You're right. And so we wanted to do something to target that area. And so that class basically is kickboxing, which kickboxing is really popular in the area. A lot of people love kickboxing. So it's kickboxing, but it's also a class that targets your abs, and that does target your legs. So you get that full body workout that you know we're looking for. And it's a good calorie burn.
Now you talked about nutrition, and I've heard that people can do all the crunches in the world, but if when they leave the exercise and go get a triple burger, it's not going to really help that gut look like that six-pack, right?
It's really not. I mean, when you're talking about abs, unfortunately, it's 90% diet. It really is. I mean, in that 10% is important. You know, when you're wanting to get that six-pack abs, you still have to do the work.
The abs are there, right?
The abs are there. They're under there. But if you don't eat right, they're not going to show. And you know, unfortunately, that usually is the last thing to show, and that's why is because we tend to carry, because of a lot of the stress that we go through in everyday life, we tend to carry a lot of that in our belly.
It's stress fat.
It's stress fat. It is. Yeah.
And you can certainly help with the nutritional part of that if people want to come to you for that.
Yes, I have something that's called accountability sessions, and it's free if you're a member of New Fitness. And you just meet with me once a month. I take your inches, I take your weight, and we talk about just basic nutrition. You know, I want you to eat the same every day. I don't want to put you on a strict diet because you're never going to keep that up.
Right.
And so I try to teach my clients how to eat right all the time.
Exactly.
And there's different kind of foods that will help that.
There is.
Yeah.
There's a few foods that you need to stay away from. You know, like my rule is anything white, baked potatoes, white rice. You know, that's starchy. White bread. You know, we talk about how a lot of people are afraid of bread, and you shouldn't be afraid of bread. You just have to eat the right bread. And you know, so we talk about how to differentiate
and the right portion
between
of bread.
And the right portions. Yeah, portion control is the biggest key. The biggest key. Yeah.
Now, and I want to mention too how much the classes are and about the Freedom Pass. So you could talk a little bit about that.
Okay, the classes are $6 a class. The first time you come to the studio, any class that you want to do is only $3 a class, just so you can check us out. Right now, we have a special going on that's $40, and that's for unlimited classes. So and that's for 30
as many
days.
in your month as you want.
As many, you are not limited.
And that will end at some point, I'm
That
sure.
will end at some point. When that does end, we will not end our unlimited classes. It just might be offered at a different price, and we'll always be having specials all the way, every month.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a real quick break, and we're going to be going to the open floor area of our studio, and you're going to show us some things, I guess. Do you want us to be involved, or you just want to?
You know, I would really like to show you some rope exercises.
You're looking directly at me.
I'm looking directly at you.
Okay.
I'm
You're
looking
going to leave her out of
directly at you.
this?
No, we'll involve her, but you know, she does come to the studio. I've seen her work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But yeah, I'd
I'm
love to
game
show
for
you
anything.
I'd love
Okay.
to show you some rope exercises,
Okay.
and then if we have time, you know, maybe some Piloxine or just
All right.
anything.
You bet.
Well, we've got some time. All right, let's
Okay.
take a quick break, and I'm going to be the guinea pig for Courtney. You're going to whip me into shape.
I am.
Whip me with that rope. Stay with us. Okay,